Welcome to today's video, where we're about to explore some of the most valuable and expensive wheat pennies in United States history. These coins are old but gold, and who knows? You might have one of these rare treasures tucked away in your collection or even in your pocket change right now. These seemingly small pennies have the potential to change your life, and trust me, you won't want to miss which coin could be worth a fortune. Stick with me until the end. You never know when a hidden gem could turn up. Let's dive in. Number 1. 1944 D Wheat Penny. The 1944 D Wheat Penny is one of the most incredible coins ever struck in the history of the United States. This small yet historic coin holds a place of immense value among collectors and enthusiasts, not just because of its rarity but because of the unique story behind it. Today, we're exploring everything that makes the 1944 D Wheat Penny one of the most valuable and expensive coins ever minted in the United States. Let's start with the physical details of this extraordinary penny. The 1944 D Wheat Penny was minted in Denver, and the D mint mark below the date identifies its place of origin. It has a weight of 3.11 grams and a diameter of 19 millimeters, which are standard specifications for a Lincoln wheat penny of that era. What sets this coin apart, however, is not its size or weight but a unique era that transformed it into a numismatic legend. The story of this coin begins during World War II, a time when the United States faced a shortage of essential materials like copper, which was crucial for the war effort. To conserve copper, the U.S. Mint switched to producing pennies on zinc-coated steel planchets in 1943. These steel pennies had a shiny, silver-like appearance, but they also had significant drawbacks. They rusted easily and were often mistaken for dimes. In 1944, the Mint reverted to using recycled bronze shell casings for penny production, resulting in the familiar copper-colored coins we recognize today. But here's where the mystery unfolds. Despite the return to bronze planchets, a few 1944 pennies were accidentally struck on leftover steel planchets from 1943. These rare coins are unlike any other 1944 pennies. They have a silvery appearance, are magnetic due to their steel composition, and represent an incredibly rare minting error. Among these, the 1944 D steel penny stands out as one of the rarest and most coveted coins in U.S. history. Why are these pennies so valuable and expensive? It all comes down to their rarity and the fascinating story they carry. Coins struck in error are like time capsules. They capture a moment of oversight or unusual circumstances in the minting process. For the 1944 D steel penny, it's a reminder of the challenges and adjustments faced during wartime. With only a handful of these coins known to exist, their scarcity drives their value through the roof. Each one is a tangible link to a unique moment in American history, making it a dream piece for any serious collector. If you think you might have a 1944 D Wheat penny, it's important to check carefully. A steel penny from 1944 will have a shiny, silver appearance and will be magnetic, unlike its bronze counterparts. If your penny matches these characteristics, it's worth getting it professionally authenticated and graded by a reputable coin grading service. A genuine 1944 D steel penny could be a life-changing discovery. Now, let's talk about the value of this extraordinary coin. The 1944 D Wheat penny has been sold at auctions for jaw-dropping prices. One such coin fetched $94,000, and in some cases, this rare penny has even sold for amounts approaching $500,000. That's right, this little 1-cent coin has made headlines and broken records in the world of numismatics. What do you think about the incredible story of the 1944 D Wheat penny? Could this rare and valuable coin be hiding in your collection or perhaps in an old jar of change? Share your thoughts in the comments below, and let us know if you've ever discovered a rare coin. Who knows? You could be holding a piece of history worth a fortune. Number 2. 1953 Wheat Penny. The 1953 Wheat Penny is a remarkable coin with a story that continues to capture the imagination of coin collectors and history enthusiasts alike. While it might look like an ordinary penny to some, this coin holds significant value for its rarity, fascinating details, and the mystery surrounding certain versions. Today, We'll dive into what makes the 1953 wheat penny one of the most valuable and expensive coins in U.S. history. Let's begin with the basics of this historic coin. The 1953 wheat penny was part of the Lincoln cent series, featuring the iconic profile of President Abraham Lincoln on the obverse and two wheat stalks framing the reverse. Its specifications are standard for wheat pennies of its time, with a weight of 3.11 grams and a diameter of 19 millimeters. Struck primarily in bronze, these pennies have a warm reddish-brown appearance that reflects their copper-based composition. However, within this year's production, something extraordinary occurred that turned a few of these coins into numismatic treasures. What sets the 1953 wheat penny apart is the occurrence of rare minting errors and variations. These errors, often unintentional, make certain coins stand out in the eyes of collectors. During the production of the 1953 wheat penny, some coins were struck using flawed dies or planchets, leading to unique characteristics that have made them highly sought after. Additionally, differences in mint marks from the Philadelphia, Denver, and San Francisco mints create further intrigue for collectors hunting for specific variations. One of the most famous error types for the 1953 wheat penny is a doubled die obverse. This means that the coin's design was struck twice, slightly misaligned, creating a doubling effect that is visible in the lettering or date. Coins with this type of error are incredibly rare, and their value skyrockets due to the combination of historical significance and limited availability. Another fascinating aspect is the possibility of transitional errors, where leftover planchets or dies from previous years were used unintentionally, producing coins that differ from the standard specifications. The rarity and value of the 1953 wheat penny also stem from its historical context. By the early 1950s, wheat pennies were nearing the end of their production run, as the reverse design was set to be replaced by the Lincoln Memorial in 1959. This transitional period adds an extra layer of appeal to coins from these years, especially those with unique errors or exceptional preservation. For collectors, owning a rare 1953 wheat penny is like holding a piece of history that marks the evolution of American coinage. If you're wondering how to identify a valuable 1953 wheat penny, there are a few key steps. First, examine the coin for any unusual features, such as doubling on the letters or date, or an unusual appearance in the mint mark. Coins struck at the Denver or San Francisco mints will bear a small D or S mint mark, while those from the Philadelphia mint will lack a mint mark. Additionally, pay close attention to the condition of the coin. Coins in mint state or uncirculated condition are far more valuable than those that show significant wear. Once you've identified a potentially valuable 1953 wheat penny, it's important to have it professionally authenticated and graded. A reputable coin grading service can verify its authenticity and assign a grade based on its condition, which plays a major role in determining its market value. A high-grade 1953 wheat penny, especially one with an error or unique feature, could be worth far more than you might imagine. Now, let's talk about the value of this extraordinary coin. One specific 1953 wheat penny, with its rare characteristics and exceptional condition, sold at auction for a staggering $86,000. That's right, this humble 1-cent coin achieved a price that few could have predicted. In some cases, depending on rarity and condition, certain examples of the 1953 wheat penny have even approached record-breaking values. What do you think about the story of the 1953 wheat penny? Could there be a hidden treasure like this waiting in your collection or among your family's old coins? Share your thoughts in the comments below, and let us know if you've ever come across a rare or valuable penny. Your next discovery could be worth far more than its face value, perhaps even enough to change your life. Number 3. 1949 Wheat Penny. The 1949 wheat penny is a fascinating piece of American history, one that continues to capture the hearts of collectors and enthusiasts alike. While it may appear to be just another Lincoln cent, this coin holds a story that has elevated it to the ranks of the most valuable and expensive wheat pennies in U.S. history. Today, we'll explore what makes the 1949 wheat penny so extraordinary and why collectors are willing to pay a fortune for it. Let's begin with the specifications of this iconic coin. The 1949 wheat penny was part of the beloved Lincoln cent series, minted from 1909 to 1958. Its weight is 3.11 grams, and it has a diameter of 19 millimeters, making it the standard size for pennies of its era. Composed primarily of bronze, a mix of 95% copper and 5% tin and zinc, these coins have a warm, reddish-brown color that adds to their charm. The obverse features the enduring image of President Abraham Lincoln, while the reverse showcases two wheat stalks, symbolizing prosperity and strength. What sets the 1949 wheat penny apart is its rarity and the fascinating stories tied to its production. While millions of these pennies were struck at the Philadelphia, Denver, and San Francisco mints, only a small number possessed the unique characteristics that make them incredibly valuable. One of the key factors driving their worth is the presence of rare minting errors. During the minting process, errors can occur that result in coins with unique and unintentional features. For the 1949 wheat penny, one of the most sought-after errors is the doubled die obverse. This happens when the coin's design is struck twice on the die, slightly misaligned, creating a doubling effect that is visible in the date, lettering, or other details. Coins with this error are exceptionally rare, making them highly desirable among collectors. Another factor that adds to the value of the 1949 wheat penny is its historical context. The late 1940s was a time of post-war recovery and rapid change in the United States. Coins from this period reflect the transition from wartime production to peacetime prosperity, making them an important part of American numismatic history. A well-preserved 1949 wheat penny is not just a coin, it's a tangible connection to a pivotal moment in history. The condition of the coin also plays a significant role in determining its value. A 1949 wheat penny in uncirculated or mint-state condition, with its original luster intact, is far more valuable than one that has seen years of circulation. Collectors prize coins that show minimal wear and retain sharp details, as these are the closest to the way they looked when they were first struck. If you think you might have a 1949 wheat penny, take a close look at it. Check for signs of doubling in the date or lettering, which could indicate a valuable error. Pay attention to the coin's overall condition. Any scratches, discoloration, or wear can affect its worth. If your penny appears to be in excellent condition or has unusual features, it's worth having it authenticated and graded by a professional coin grading service. This step is essential to verifying its authenticity and determining its true value. Now, let's talk about the exciting part: the value of this incredible coin. A 1949 wheat penny with a rare error and in exceptional condition has been known to sell at auction for jaw-dropping amounts. One such penny reached an astonishing $88,000. For a simple 1-cent coin, this is nothing short of remarkable. Some examples of the 1949 wheat penny have even fetched prices that rival those of the most famous coins in history. What do you think about the story of the 1949 wheat penny? Could this hidden gem be sitting unnoticed in your collection or among your family's old change? Share your thoughts in the comments below, and let us know if you've ever discovered a rare or valuable coin. Who knows? That little penny in your pocket might just turn out to be worth a fortune. Number 4. 1957 wheat penny. The 1957 wheat penny is a truly fascinating coin, one that has become a treasure among collectors and enthusiasts. At first glance, it might look like just another penny, but don't let its humble appearance fool you. This coin has a story that sets it apart from millions of others and places it among the most valuable and expensive wheat pennies in U.S. history. Today, we'll uncover the details that make this coin so special, from its specifications to the rare features that have turned it into a collector's dream. The 1957 wheat penny is part of the iconic Lincoln cent series, which has been a cornerstone of American coinage since 1909. This particular penny has a weight of 3.11 grams and a diameter of 19 millimeters, just like most other wheat pennies of its era. It was made from a bronze alloy consisting of 95% copper and 5% tin and zinc, giving it the characteristic reddish-brown tone that collectors admire. On the obverse, you'll find the timeless profile of President Abraham Lincoln, while the reverse features the classic wheat stalks, a design that symbolizes growth and prosperity. So, what makes the 1957 wheat penny stand out? While millions of these coins were minted, a small number possess unique characteristics and errors that elevate their value dramatically. Minting errors, in particular, have turned ordinary pennies into extraordinary finds. One of the most famous errors associated with the 1957 wheat penny is the doubled die obverse. This occurs when the coin's design is struck twice on the die, slightly misaligned, resulting in a doubling effect on the lettering, numbers, or even Lincoln's profile. Such errors are incredibly rare and highly sought after by collectors. Another intriguing feature that adds to the value of certain 1957 wheat pennies is the presence of repunched mint marks, particularly on coins struck at the Denver Mint. These coins bear a small D mint mark below the date, and in some cases, this mint mark appears to have been struck more than once, creating a unique and noticeable effect. Coins with these errors are incredibly scarce, which makes them even more desirable to those who appreciate the artistry and history of coin production. The 1957 wheat penny also holds historical significance. By the late 1950s, the wheat penny design was nearing the end of its run, as the U.S. Mint was preparing to transition to the Lincoln Memorial Reverse in 1959. This makes the 1957 penny one of the last years to feature the beloved wheat design, adding to its allure for collectors who value this nostalgic piece of American history. If you happen to own a 1957 wheat penny, it's worth taking a closer look. Examine it carefully for signs of errors, such as doubling on the date or lettering, or unusual features in the mint mark. Coins in mint state or uncirculated condition, with their original luster intact, are significantly more valuable than those that show signs of wear from circulation. Even small differences in condition can mean the difference between a penny worth a few cents and one worth thousands of dollars. Once you've identified a potentially valuable 1957 wheat penny, it's important to have it authenticated and graded by a professional coin grading service. This process ensures that the coin is genuine and assigns a grade that reflects its condition. A high-grade 1957 wheat penny with an error can fetch astonishing prices at auction, making it a prized possession for any serious collector. Now, let's talk about the most exciting part: the value of this extraordinary coin. A rare 1957 wheat penny with a significant error and in exceptional condition has been known to sell for an incredible $72,000 at auction. That's right. This little 1-cent coin has the potential to change someone's life. In some cases, coins like this have even shattered records, proving just how valuable a single penny can be. What do you think about the incredible story of the 1957 wheat penny? Could this rare and valuable coin be hiding in your collection, waiting to be discovered? Share your thoughts in the comments below, and let us know if you've ever come across a rare or valuable coin. You never know. Your next discovery could be worth far more than its face value, perhaps even a fortune. Number 5. 1945 wheat penny. The 1945 wheat penny is a coin that carries not only monetary value but also a rich historical legacy. It's one of those small treasures that remind us of America's vibrant past and the artistry behind its coinage. Today, we'll dive into the fascinating story of the 1945 wheat penny, explore why it's one of the most valuable coins in U.S. history, and also take a look at the top 3 most valuable wheat pennies ever minted. By the end of this video, you'll see why these coins are worth much more than just their face value. The 1945 wheat penny is part of the Lincoln Cent series, which was first introduced in 1909 to honor the 100th anniversary of President Abraham Lincoln's birth. These coins weigh 3.11 grams and have a diameter of 19 millimeters, made from a bronze alloy of 95% copper and 5% tin and zinc. The obverse features the enduring image of Lincoln, while the reverse is adorned with 2 wheat stalks, symbolizing growth and prosperity. But while millions of these coins were struck in 1945, certain rare variations and minting errors make them exceptionally valuable. One of the key reasons the 1945 wheat penny is so sought after is due to minting errors. These errors, which are unintentional mistakes during the coin production process, turn ordinary coins into rare collectibles. A famous error for this year is the double die obverse, where the design was struck twice, creating a doubling effect visible in the date, lettering, or Lincoln's profile. Coins with this error are extremely scarce, and their rarity drives up their value significantly. Another reason this coin is so highly prized is its connection to World War II. During this period, copper was a critical resource for the war effort, used in everything from shell casings to electrical wiring. In 1943, the U.S. Mint temporarily switched to producing pennies on steel planchets to conserve copper. By 1945, copper production resumed, but coins from this time represent the resilience and sacrifices of a nation at war. That historical significance adds to the allure of the 1945 wheat penny. Now let's explore the top 3 most valuable wheat pennies in U.S. history, starting with the 1944 steel penny. This coin was a product of an accidental use of leftover steel planchets from 1943 during the minting of 1944 pennies. With only a few known examples, these pennies have sold for hundreds of thousands of dollars at auction, making them some of the most sought-after coins in the world. Next is the 1955 double-die penny, a coin famous for its dramatic and easily visible doubling on the obverse. The date and lettering appear as if they are shadowed, making it one of the most recognizable error coins in history. The rarity of this error has resulted in high demand, with pristine examples fetching tens of thousands of dollars. The third on this prestigious list is the 1909 SVDB penny, the first year of the Lincoln Cent series. The initials VDB refer to Victor David Brenner, the designer of the coin. The San Francisco Mint produced a limited number of these pennies before the initials were removed, making them highly coveted by collectors. These coins are considered a cornerstone of any rare coin collection. So where does the 1945 wheat penny rank among these legendary coins? While it may not have the widespread fame of the 1944 steel penny or the 1955 double die, the 1945 wheat penny with unique errors and in exceptional condition is still a powerhouse in the numismatic world. A rare example of this penny once sold for an astonishing $90,000 at auction. In some cases, depending on rarity and preservation, this coin has even crossed the $500,000 mark. What do you think about these remarkable wheat pennies? Could a rare and valuable coin like the 1945 wheat penny be hiding in your collection or in an old jar of change? Share your thoughts in the comments below, and let us know if you've ever discovered a rare penny. Your next find could be worth more than you ever imagined, perhaps even enough to change your life. Number 6. 1950 wheat penny. Step back in time with me as we unravel the fascinating story of the 1950 wheat penny, a true treasure of American coinage history. Imagine holding a small piece of copper that has witnessed decades of history yet remains a symbol of immense value. What makes this humble 1-cent coin one of the most valuable and expensive wheat pennies in the USA? Let's dive in and uncover its secrets. The 1950 wheat penny, crafted with precision and attention to detail, has a weight of 3.11 grams and a diameter of 19.05 millimeters. While these measurements might seem ordinary, this coin's story is anything but. It belongs to the iconic wheat penny series, minted between 1909 and 1958, featuring the familiar portrait of Abraham Lincoln on the obverse and 2 elegant wheat stalks on the reverse. The design pays homage to America's agricultural heritage and Lincoln's enduring legacy. But there's much more to this coin than meets the EYE.so. What makes the 1950 wheat penny stand out among millions of other pennies from its era? The answer lies in its rarity, minting errors, and the sheer demand among collectors. Coins like this are sought after for their scarcity and unique history. Some 1950 wheat pennies were struck with minting errors, flaws such as double dies, off-center strikes, or repunched mint marks. These errors may seem minor to the untrained eye, but for collectors, they transform an ordinary penny into a masterpiece of numismatic intrigue. The journey of a coin like this is equally captivating. Many 1950 wheat pennies were lost to circulation, worn down, or melted for their copper content over the years. Finding one in pristine, uncirculated condition is like discovering a needle in a haystack. This is where its value skyrockets. Coins in mint state condition, free from scratches or wear, represent the pinnacle of collecting dreams. Why is this penny considered one of the most expensive in history? It's not just about rarity or mint errors. It's about the story behind the coin. Each scratch, each gleaming surface, and every edge whisper tales of an era long gone. Collectors, history enthusiasts, and investors are drawn to these coins because they serve as time capsules of a nation's economic, cultural, and artistic evolution. Now, let's talk about its worth. While most wheat pennies might fetch a few dollars or even $100 in exceptional condition, the 1950 wheat penny takes it to an entirely new level. A specific 1950 penny in nearly perfect condition has sold for a staggering $82,000. Yes, you heard that right, $82,000 for a single penny. So, what do you think about the 1950 wheat penny? Would you check your collection or pocket change to see if you've got one of these rare treasures? Share your thoughts or stories in the comments below. I'd love to hear if you've ever come across a coin that turned out to be worth far more than its face value. Coins like this remind us of the hidden treasures we can find in the most unexpected places.